I'm Sue Zumberge. I have Subtext, a bookstore that runs in partnership with Nina's Coffee Cafe upstairs. We've been in business a week. We've been open for a week.
My name is June Berkowitz, and I own Nina's Coffee Cafe in St. Paul, Minnesota.
We did take over a place where there was a bookstore before that, so that we have recognition of there being a bookstore here.
I decided that the bookstore could not go away, that the community loved the bookstore here. I could not see the coffee shop without the bookstore since it had been such a part of who we had become. And so I approached Sue, and Sue had been talking to me about potentially investing in putting in a new bookstore downstairs. I realized, however, having been in the book industry a little bit, I applied for a job years ago at Macabre's bookstore, so I understand how difficult it is as an independent bookstore to succeed and to make it, to be profitable. So I proposed to her that I would be the leaseholder, and I would pay half of the rent and half of the utilities. So that is what I'm doing. I'm paying half of the rent and half of the utilities.
When I first met with the owner of the coffee shop, June, who wanted to have a bookstore here, I asked her, because she has another business, which is a dress business, if she was interested in moving that here instead. And she has always wanted to have a bookstore here. She approached the previous owner about having a bookstore here and convinced him to do it. So she is really attached to a partnership with a bookstore. So to have Nina's involved was always part of it. And to have tables down here where overflow and people who just want perhaps a more quiet atmosphere. There will not be music down here in terms of a PA system. So this is, you get to sort of choose, and so far in just the week we've been open, you see people making that conscious choice that they might not want all the background music, they want a quiet place. We have tables to work at, we have Wi-Fi down here. So it is a real partnership program that we've put together.
Everyone asks, what do you get out of it? What is it that you hope to get out of it? And the thing that I hope to get out of it is, number one, I get to go downstairs and be a part of the young adult section. Be able to teach a book club, teach a writing class. I was a public school teacher for 13 years, and prior to coming here, my principal made me promise that in my lifetime I would teach reading and writing to students sometime down the line. So she has been in here since we have added the bookstore, and I have made good, or I am trying to, on my promise to her since I've been gone for 7 years. So that's what I'm hoping to get out of it. Financially, what am I hoping to get out of it? Well, we have added some soft seating that the bookstore did not have. We are hoping to synergize the two spaces better. I have an idea of putting in a flooring that you can see downstairs and sort of see up, but not really. So I'm hoping to put that throughout the cafe sometime in the near future so that you can see down there and that people will understand that we are actually cohesive and we are one. Other than that, I'm just hoping to PR the space a little better and to get people from here down there. We oftentimes need extra seating, and people are looking for a quieter meeting space. So I'm hoping that that will become more like that than it was with Garrison's bookstore.
A bookstore in particular, but really any Main Street bricks and mortar shop, becomes like a good neighborhood bar. It's where you go when you want to spend some time away from home or away from work. It's where you go after a date. It's where you go just to sit and read. And that's the type of atmosphere that it then behooves you as a bookstore, small bookstore owner, to create for people, someplace where they're comfortable. And that's what we aim to do. And I don't think that will go out of style.
Well, I had always known that since she left Garrison's bookstore, that her love was this neighborhood and this particular space. And so I couldn't think of anyone better than Sue to continue what had already been started. So, in a different way though. People have commented, numerous comments, about how open it is and how inviting it is. And so already I think we are beginning to do what we had set out to do, and that is to synergize the two spaces. It's so perfect to be able to do that. So just having the bar down there and the couches and a more open environment for people to come in and feel like they can make it their living room. I think we're already doing that, and we haven't even really had our grand opening yet.